Do not badger witnesses, especially non-party and non-expert witnesses. People get their supporting the side to call them, and you can point out holes and stuff, but badger rarely and only when it's clearly warranted. Otherwise, this butthole behavior can come back on you. Sometimes the witness snaps back and blows you right out of the courtroom. Let's take a look.
Okay, you know this case is being televised, right?
I am aware that there are cameras.
And so this gets you your 15 minutes of fame, doesn't it?
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
I can ask that question.
Overruled.
So I stand to gain nothing from this. I'm actually putting myself kind of in a target of TMZ, a very litigious organization, and I'm not seeking any 15 minutes here. Though you're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
Experts are expensive. Get one that's worth it. Do not pick the wrong one. You want the jury to turn their judgment over to your expert, see them as a teacher, and accept their opinions. You do not want your expert to look like they're more concerned about getting back to the town square, finding Marty, and helping get in the DeLorean to 88 before lightning strikes.
Do you intend to rebut?
So generally speaking, there are three main categories that I'd like to talk about today. So the first is that Dr. Hughes misrepresented the tests and the results that she utilized in her evaluation.
Do I have to answer that question, Your Honor?
You have to answer questions. Yes, sir.
Do not throw away your credibility. The jury doesn't know you or the other party. Whoever seems more credible has an edge. If you get busted on one thing, you might not be believed on others. Advanced tips. Do not claim to have donated large sums of money when you have not. Do not claim the obviously same picture with different tinting applied represents different pictures or events. Just don't do that. Let's see how dumb it looks.
That is correct. You testified yesterday that the only difference between these two photographs is that the light was turned on.
That's what it appears to be, yes.
Isn't it true you just edited these photographs?
No, I've never edited a photograph.
Didn't you just enhance the saturation for one of these photos to make your face look more red?
Imagine sitting in the courtroom and rolling your eyes, smirking, and generally acting like this is all beneath you to jury members who have no choice but to be there. There is a word at the end of the trial they may choose to describe you, but it might not be victim. Do not try to convince the jury that people from vastly different walks of life are all a bunch of randos out to get you and you're the only person who's telling the truth. They're all liars. From having a life interrupted standpoint, the jury has a lot more in common with these randos asked or forced to testify than they do with you.
I know how many people will come out and say whatever for him.
If you're going to sob to show the jury the emotional impact of your testimony, do not turn it off the moment the attorney says nothing further. That's not a synonym for cut. You got to keep it up, baby. Keep it up until the jury's out of the room. One aspect of maintaining your credibility is having the jury believe you're sane. It's not just what you say, it's also how you act and what you wear. You're copying what the other party's wearing on a daily basis? That's weird. Today you're dressed like you're the captain of the Titanic? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, now you're an Imperial Stormtrooper or you're a Dr. Evil wannabe. The number one thing, do not let Camille Vasquez appear on the other side of your case. Conflict her out, only get sued by people she hates, travel to another dimension. Just don't let it happen. Do whatever it takes. Otherwise, your witnesses will be getting blown out by precision-guided cross-exam bombs like these.
This is the time for me to ask you questions. Your counsel will have the ability to rehabilitate you and ask you questions on redirect.
It's right there.
Or if you're telling the truth, you would know.